You've got a great idea. You know what would make a difference in your community. But when you look at the grant application, the language feels impossible. The budgets, the attachments, the terminology. And you start thinking, I need a professional grant writer for this. Hey, I'm Tamara with True, and we've helped local mission-driven leaders land over $1 billion in funding with a 95% success rate. And today we're unpacking one of the biggest questions I hear. Do you need a professional grant writer to win, or is it something else that drives those results? Before you move on, if you find this video helpful, please drop a like or comment and consider subscribing to see more videos like this in the future. Let's be honest, grant applications can feel like learning a new language. Between the technical terms, budgets, and long checklists, it's easy to think the secret to success is just knowing how to write them. And that's where the myth starts. Because when most people picture a professional grant writer, they imagine someone with insider knowledge, someone who can take their idea and turn it into guaranteed funding. And it's true, good writers know the structure, the timelines, and the language. But the real question isn't about writing skill, it's about readiness. Let's look at what actually makes a proposal succeed. You can write a perfect proposal and still lose, or you can write something simple and win. Writing does matter. Clarity and tone can absolutely influence a reviewer, but it's not the whole story. The gap between what's written and what wins is where most organizations get stuck. So what's really happening there? Here's the truth. Funders aren't judging creativity, they're assessing credibility. They're looking for clarity, alignment, and evidence that you can deliver. Strong writing helps, but it can't hide weak infrastructure. If your project isn't clearly defined, your data isn't ready, or your goals don't align with the funder's priorities, no amount of professional help will change the outcome. That's not a writing issue, it's a readiness issue. So what does readiness look like? First, you have to be clear on your mission and your plan. You should be able to describe what you do, who you serve, and why it matters. A grant writer can strengthen your story, but they can't create it. Second, your organization needs a real capacity. Funders look for signs that you can carry out the work, staff, systems, and leadership that can prove you can deliver what you promise. Third, you need reliable data and financial systems. You should already be tracking outcomes and managing budgets with accuracy. A professional writer can format a budget, but they can't build financial discipline for you. Fourth, someone on your team must take ownership of the process. Even with outside help, you still need an internal team who can coordinate information, manage deadlines, and handle reporting after the award. Writing the proposal is only the middle of a much longer cycle. And finally, you need a strategy. Grant writing should never be a one-off reaction to funding pressure. The strongest organizations build a pipeline of opportunities and pursue them intentionally. So where does a professional grant writer or a firm like True come in? Hiring a writer before you've built that foundation is like hiring a contractor before you've drawn the blueprints. You can spend a lot of time and money building something that doesn't fit what your organization is ready to sustain. But once your foundation is strong, when you have systems, clarity, and a real plan, professional help can multiply your results. And that's where True comes in. We don't just write grants. We help organizations build a structure that makes grants work. That means setting up internal systems that funders look for, strengthening how teams collect and report data, and developing strategies that connect funding to long-term goals. Sometimes that looks like refining a proposal. Other times it means helping your staff prepare budgets, track outcomes, or design a pipeline of grants that build stability over time. Our goal is simple: to make your organization grant-ready and growth-ready, not dependent. So do you need a professional grant writer to win? Not always. But when your organization is ready, when your story is clear and your systems are solid, the right partner can help you compete at the highest level. It's not about hiring someone to tell your story for you. It's about knowing your story so well that the right partner can help you tell it louder. If you found this video helpful, consider subscribing so that you can get more tools and support on your grant funding journey. See you in the next video.